Kirov reporting.
Hello comrades. Yes, we saw this absolute crazy build with 30 plus flicker strike attack speed. All thanks to this new Falborn unique. We'll definitely try this build, but later. After 5 days of almost nothing, Ritual is finally back. It's completely RNG dependent. Sometimes you farm for 5 days straight and get nothing, and then suddenly pull 3 House of Mirrors. Alright, since our weapon is not influenced, or fractured, we can try our luck with Synthesis Implicit. Well, at least it looks cool now. It's 2025, Detonate Dead still exist. Let's finish our first tier 17. Good. Now we can use one extra scarab. We tried Harbingers, but fracture orbs are kinda cheap this league. So, new strategy. 5 divination scarabs of the cloister. With shrines, ritual, scarabs and every single explicit modifier buff. We will use Glacier, the best map for this strategy. Also, we need at least 35% pack size on a map. And, we don't even need DFD anymore. Just block affixes that could ruin your build. For us, it's Reflect, cannot be leached, and Frenzy Charge Steel. Also, let's buy new hands. One to boost our Impale effect. And second one, with Heart of Flame implicit. Yes, we already use Molten Shell, and those share same cooldown. But, we still get better uptime if we use both. And, new Watcher's Eye, with Impale mod. Well, maybe it's not super profitable. On average, we get about 60 to 70 stacked decks per map, with 35 plus pack size. But, it's not just about profit, we also farm something more important for us, dopamine. Just look at this mess, isn't it beautiful? Alright, we need immune to ailments, right now. We can't use purity of elements, we don't have suppress, this mastery looks decent, but, it doesn't protect us from chilled, or shocked ground. So, we have no choice, we need 100% avoid being shocked, plus, Storm Shroud. We have 2 options, we could use Rare Stygian Bice Belt, or, Rare Boots. And since our belt is pretty much best in slot for this build, we have to sacrifice Starcraft Vectors. So, we will use Deafening Essence of Torment. On top of that, we need Avoid Being Shocked Exarch Implicit. 35 movement speed Fractured Boots, only for 10 Chaos Orbs. What is going on? Alright, Tier 1 Chaos, and Tier 4 Lightning Resist, good enough. Now, we remove Prefix with Eldritch Annulment Orb, and Slam Exalt. Works as intended. Tier 1 Life, good. And, Storm Shroud. Perfect. Also, all Dodri's monsters we kill inside Ritual, respawn, and drop extra stacked decks. So it's mostly to kill even more monsters. But anyway, don't forget to check your Ritual. So, time to sell our stacked decks. What is happening? Damn it, this game is bugged, now we have to open them. It's an old bug, and it's exists since Maelstrom League. Very annoying. Well, what a waste of currency. Next time, we just gonna sell them instead. Damn, some of the fractured items are still worth something. With new trade system, we can even sell blood vessels. How did we survive without this? Maybe we will get death recap in a couple of years. This bug again. Well, there is nothing we can do about it. That's a good start. Now we talkin', finally, at least some profit. Oh no, please, GGG. Yep. we lost our immortal card. And we lost instants on top of that. This is just beyond stupid. Our profit after opening 2,400 stacked decks. No more Gamba, we're done. Well, at least we got +1 bronze life. Alright, time to finish Maven's invitations. Much better. Also, let's not forget about altars. Quantity and rarity is pretty useless for this strat, we need chance to duplicate currency. This mod can duplicate the dropped stack deck. Quantity is useless because the chance is fixed, it's always 5%, with 5 scarabs. Let's not forget about the juice. Alright, we got something from the tree, not bad. Never lucky. Alright, last Gamba ever. After that, we're done. The immortal again, good. Alright, we made some profit this time. So, it's time to upgrade our build. Or, we could keep gambling. Well, that was a bad idea. We literally sold everything we had, and after about 7,000 stacked decks, we found nothing. So, comrades, don't gamble. Casino always wins. And, there is another rule. Don't stop gambling, until you win. We back in business. 99% of gamblers quit right before they hit the big one, and it's completely true. Well, we should definitely stop there. We still have 40 divines from Apothecary, so, let's just stop right now. It's time for some real upgrades. First, Celestial Brace. Best in slot gloves for our build. 9 fortification, good enough. And, since we don't use Ceaseless Feast anymore, we need new source of Frenzy Charge Sustain. We have to use this mastery. And, double influenced body armor. With elevated crit, Frenzy Charge on hit, and, additional curse. And first, let's find elevated crit. So, we need Hunter influenced body armor, with tier 1 crit, and another influence affix. Like this one. Then we press Orb of Dominance, and pray. Finally. Second body armor. We need best hybrid base. With 25 plus quality. First, we slam it with Redeemer's Exalt Orb. And, now we just need to find Frenzy Charge on hit. Alright, great. Now we combine it together, all we need is open suffix, and prefix. Yes, perfect. Then we block suffixes, and slam Veiled Chaos Orb. Suffix, that's what we need. And after that, we block suffixes again, and reforge this armor with Caster Mod. Well, good enough. Strangle Gasp, probably best in slot amulet, in terms of DPS. With 2 frenzy charges, assassination, and charisma. And, as always, we can slam it with Vol Orb. Damn! Worst possible outcome happened. New rings, resistances, attributes, and life, and most importantly, open prefix, to craft minus monomod. So, we broke again. What's the point of additional curse, you might wanna ask? With this new setup, we can use vulnerability plus cast on crit, with Rage Vortex of Berserking. That's 23% more damage. But, mana cost will be huge, that's why both of our rings should have minus monomod. From 20 to 35 million damage, good, but, still not enough for Comfort Tier 17 farm. And, we still have all those divination cards to open. Alright, some extra profit, why not? New Atlas Tree, classic strong boxes, nothing special. 3 ambush scarabs, hidden compartments, and discernment. Like we said before, we have some effective hit pool problem. Armor, evasion, 38 fortification, molten shell, heart flame, all of those is not enough. So, we need Defiance of Destiny. But first, let's make even more money. Well, sometimes lucky. First, we need new gems, Awakened Brutality, plus, Awakened Melee Physical. Perfect. New Watcher's Eye, with Impale, less crit, and precision attack speed. Big. And, of course, Defiance of Destiny. Holy, actually perfect. New helmet, we will use Deafening Essence of Loathing, for extra mana reservation efficiency. We need Intelligence, because vulnerability needs 70 end. Not perfect, but good enough. And, double corrupted perseverance. Good. Now we feel a lot tankier. So, let's finally finish Feared. And, last piece in our build, new ring, with double crit multiplier, chaos resist, and life. Perfect. So yeah, we feel pretty tanky, unless it's an invisible shaper beam. All we need left, is a double corrupted celestial brace. Well, that's it. Hold up, final Gamba? Well, you know what? Build is already good enough. Now we officially done. 287k effective hit pool is kinda bait, to be fair, because we use Molten Shell. But with more duration, Adamant, and Heart of Flame, our uptime is pretty close to 80%. We still not sure what to play next, any ideas? And of course, if you like this video, leave a like, or comment, or both. See ya in the next videos, comrades.
Comrade?